Chances are your kids do, certainly if they listen to rappers like 50 Cent. The message is stop snitching. If you see a crime, say nothing. Don't talk to police no matter what. For rap stars desperate to make money and maintain what's so-called street cred and the record companies that support them, the stop snitching message helps sell records. My next guest says enough is enough. He believes the people who profit telling others to stop snitching have blood on their hands. Jeffrey Canada is an educator, president and CEO of the Children's Zone in Harlem, and the author of Fist, Stick, Knife, Gun, A Personal History of Violence in America. We spoke earlier. Let's talk about snitching. This notion that if you, it used to be a snitch was a criminal who was ratting out another criminal to get a lesser sentence. It's now no longer that.
Yeah, it's become, what snitching now means is that any citizen, you don't have to be involved in it. You could be a straight person, obey the law every day, love your family, love your country, go to church. If you see a crime and you decide you're going to report that crime, then you're a snitch. And they are trying to turn this into a cultural norm. Now, I've had people, this is one area I've had people come back to me and say, come on, Jeff, snitching was always bad in the black community. That is not true. That is not true. There was a certain level of order that always existed in the black community, and people were always prepared to go and work with the police to keep our communities organized. What you allow to have happen, when you eliminate any connection between the community and the police force, you allow criminals to literally get away with murder. You allow people to come into communities, kill other black people. These are black men killing other black men, and no one says anything. And you know what happens? Then it means that you killed my friend, so now I'm not going to get any justice, so I have to come kill you. Then your friends have to come kill me. Then my brother, and it just goes on and on and on. That's the pathway to destruction.
But there are those who say, and I heard Russell Simmons say it on a show, that there's always been distrust of the police, and that this idea of don't be a snitch comes from that distrust of the police, that when you have a heavy police presence, when you have what is perceived to be injustice and an unequal police response against African Americans, you're going to have people not want to cooperate with the police.
What's going on? What are we talking about today? Stop snitching. But let me throw a few things at you. A culture of losers being created out of hip-hop. Okay? You ready? All right? Hip-hop, the new hip-hop is conjuring up a surge in black-on-black crime. Okay? The music executives, that's right, I'm talking to you. Music executives. You. That's right. You know what the music executives are? Most of them, not all of them, but most of them. They're the gray-haired guy, the tight shirt, the tight pants, the tight suit, basically, okay? Who never been in the hood, who knows nothing about the hood, who don't know the origins of the hood, who doesn't understand hood politics, but wants to make their money in the hood and off the hood. And your little idiot little rappers, who are the puppets, because the music executives are the puppet masters. But the rappers are the puppets. You understand? Come on, man. We've been going through this back in the NWA days. You know what I mean? Hey, check this out, rappers. And you know who you are, rappers. You talk about being a pimp this and being a pimp that. Well, guess what? There's a gray hair, old, crinkled, wrinkled music executive that's pimping you. Ha ha ha. Yeah, he's pimping you. You call yourself pimping women in your community, but they're the music executives. The music executives are pimping you. Because just like you want their money, the music executives are taking your money. Okay? You done made 2 or 3 albums before you can even buy a house. But you don't want to talk about that, do you, rappers? You don't want to talk about that. Listen. Doing something that's right should not be considered wrong in hip-hop. If someone is committing a crime, It doesn't matter if you know that person or not. It doesn't matter if that person's a family member, a friend, or a friend of a friend. Someone's doing wrong, you got to correct them. And correcting them means either talking to them or calling the law. Because what's going to happen is you're just creating a surge in violence, a surge in gangs, a surge in destruction in your own community. Then guess what? All the homeboys and homegirls in the hood who act like they don't understand, you're going to be the benefactor of that destruction in that hood. So now, before you know it, that destruction is going to reach your family members. That destruction is going to reach your hood. That destruction is going to reach your friends. And you'll be the one be like, listen, what's going on? I don't understand. You know, why are my friends dying? Because you decided that you didn't want to snitch. You decided to listen to some little puppet rapper who some old man music executive is pimping him. You decided to listen to that idiot. So now you're trying to be like him. And 9 times out of 10, that rapper doesn't even live in the same community that he talks so much about, that he boasts so much about. He don't even live in that same community. So what you trying to be like him for? You're on 2 different scales now. You still living in the same rundown house, parents on welfare. You know what I mean? Be eating the same dinner 3-4 nights in a row. You know what I mean? And he's eating caviar. He's staying in plush hotels. He can no longer relate to you, but he'll tell you whatever you want to hear. Whatever you want to hear, that little puppet, little rapper is going to tell you whatever you want to hear to sell those records. Believe that. Believe that. So you need to get smart, and you need to get smart right now. You need to get smart. What you listen to some nickel and dime rapper for? So you being pimped by the rapper, and the rapper's being pimped by the music executive. Boy, don't you feel dumb? Get it together. Hello. Hoodshow.com. No one keeps it more real than we do. Okay? This is a business, but we're also a media outlet. We're giving you positive media. That's why Hoodshow.com is here in the first place. Okay? So when you tell somebody you live in this such and such neighborhood, you know, and there's decent people in that neighborhood, they're not, you know, like, okay, I can't drop you off. I'm scared. How can a rapper talk to you about the hood if he don't live in the hood? Who cares if that's where he came from? I don't care what these little, you know, the little executives say. A rapper cannot talk to you about the hood if he doesn't live there. If he used to live there, that's fine. But if you don't sell millions and millions of records, if you sold, and you got a $5 million house finally after 5-10 years of being in the game, then how can he still sit here and act like he can relate to you? He can't relate to you no more. If you iron your own clothes in the morning, if you're making your own breakfast, if you go to school hungry, how can somebody who got maids and butlers bringing them their food relate to you? He cannot relate to you. And the music executives know that. So what they do, they say, okay, you little idiot, this is what's going to happen. You're gonna basically say this, and this. You're gonna have these women shaking their booties on the video, and you're gonna say this. You're gonna talk about killing.